Gonna get going. Go to that arrow in the bottom and add the live to your story. Let me know for a show or like a binge-worthy show that I could binge watch today, or like a film that's out on streaming services. Come on, chat. I need your help. I need your help. I need to know what I am laying on the couch watching later. Right, for tagging me in at the moment. Sorry for the throat. If you guys send anything 100 coins or more, please give us a shout so we can pin you. Please follow our pin gifters. Thank you for the t-shirt, love. I love this guy. I relate to him. Anxious mess. Right, let's go.
A letter from a solicitor, someone called whoever Taylor Rose is, Taylor Rose Smart Modern Law, and it is saying that our client, Angela Davis, it's a civil litigation, harassment, online abuse, and defamation, innuendo.
Oh, that would take you to court. It'll cost the thousands and thousands civil matter.
Yeah, but the thing is, Paul, what you need to understand is everything I've said about that woman can literally be, and can be proven with videos.
I'll tell you now, a judge won't give a shit. A judge will want you just to both stop. I'll tell you now, a judge doesn't care. A judge doesn't care. I mean, a cease and desist letter is worth nothing, basically. They're just hoping that you'll stop. And it's the first stage if they're then going to progress any further. But just... you can ignore it, you can completely ignore it, and then it's ball in their court whether they want to take you to court. But a judge isn't going to want to have a full day hearing watching people's video clips backwards and forwards. They're just going to come to a solution where both of you get shut down.
But they would take you to court, really.
It's different, civil law, you know. I'm alright, Samantha. I've got a bit of a sore throat. I'm on some new meds, and it's one of the side effects. It's pissing me off. Hey, Maggie.
And take the piss out of it.
Oh yeah, I ain't silent. I've just ripped that piece of paper up. I don't give two fucks.
That's it. Was it not soft enough for you to use it for toilet paper?
Nah, it's pretty rough to be fair. And it's probably got, it's probably got a little bit of braille on there, so I might on that. So
it's from a cheap lawyer place. Than if it's not nice paper.
It's absolutely disgusting.
Tacky place.
But Angie could have paid anywhere between 50 quid to a couple £100 for them just to send that letter out, which is hilarious when you think about it, because it's not going to go anywhere.
She's fucking infatuated with you, I've got to say.
I have literally just been told, I've just been handed the information. It's an online law firm. Basically, anyone can go online, apply for someone to send out a letter. It's an online law firm. Angela, at least get a decent lawyer and stuff. If you're going to take me to court, if you want to go down them roads, I will happily go to court. I'll even dress up as a fucking, I don't know, a Teletubby if you want in court, because you're the one who's going to look stupid.
Dress up as a bottle of wine.
I can't do that because then she'll want to touch me.
Yeah.
You know, I want to...
Well, this is all funny, but obviously a judge wouldn't like that.
Praying from the smell.
I see where you're coming from.
I believe in hygiene, so, and Angela.
It's a mortgage company, they're saying.
It's just basically, it's an online, it's called Taylor Rose, guys, Taylor Rose. It's basically you pay them a couple of quid to send a letter out, basically.
Oh, what a fucking absolute... That shows you how obsessed she is. She must come offline, and I don't care what you're saying, she definitely hamshanks over you. Thinking, how can she get you to mention her name again?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I doubt she's been there because you can apply online and stuff. Just Google it, it's solicitors.
It seems like she did send him a letter, yeah, but these cease and desist letters are worth absolutely fucking nout.
Taylor Rose, solicitor, Smart Modern Law. That's the one, guys. That is the one. Yeah. It's a mortgage company. Definitely a mortgage company. They're saying... it's called, type in Taylor Rose, Smart Modern Law. I don't know if that's going to help you. Now there's one in her town. She thinks she actually went there. I don't think she went there. There's no way she's gone to this place. She never leaves the fucking...
It's off, gone there. She's fucking... Where's she going to come out there?
Yeah, this is worth absolutely nout, this letter. Just fucking ignore it. I'm getting tagged in all of the anti-TikToker videos at the minute. I wonder why. Misread describes the anti-TikToker. This must have been a while ago.
You wasn't, and then someone's obviously told you.
Someone just said, who is this guy? Basically, he's a guy that is up EQ's Bunder and, you know, Zach's Bunder and...
Hey, Cloud FIP, I'm going to be watching your show today on a burner account. Like, sneaky, having a little watch. Pin the Cloud FIP, please, mods. Can you make sure you give them a little follow?
That side of TikTok's Bunda. He likes to call out this side of TikTok. It's basically irrelevant. He has the most to say about everybody on this side of TikTok, but doesn't talk about real situations that are happening. Do you know what I mean? Not people getting wished cancer upon and racism and, you know.
You guys agree with Red?
Things that come from that side of TikTok, the real toxic side of TikTok, you know. So he's quick enough to call anybody out on this side, but he doesn't really talk about the toxic behaviour. He's basically a shitbag, is what
Afternoon.
he is.
Yeah, he's very selective, isn't he? Yeah, I don't always agree with Red. To be fair, I've not seen this because I don't really watch Red all the time.
Yes, or misread Corey, somewhere along them lines, and has told you, oh, you need to say this. And it sounds like you've been told to say it. It came across really poor, ungenuine, you know, it's just not...
Put a top on, mate.
Red's funny.
It can come across genuine at all.
It's not the best of it,
You expect us to believe that after you say you want him to SH himself. Like, come on, you haven't had it.
Bearing in mind that we're talking about the same sobriety Jack that, you know, goes around the act crying, that people are bullying him and, you know, does acts of SH on live, but he's in the box participating in bullying lives and telling people to get ropes. Yeah, that one, darling. You know, the one where all the outrage was because of the way that he got treated. We're talking about that sobriety Jack, that mental health is okay when he's in Delusive Angie's live, you know, ganging up on people, telling people to get ropes and saying the most. That one. Yeah, so you can piss off your screen because whatever you've got to say is fucking dribble. Right, actually talk about this one,
Okay, no.
TikToker.
Yeah, but anti-TikToker doesn't talk about people that he likes and their behaviour.
I've been tracking all the race and hate-related crimes across the UK this month in September alone, and in the first 2 weeks there has been about 50 different incidents that I can find that
Thank you, Charlotte, for the hand heart.
have been publicised. This doesn't even include 2 days ago, because my data is a few days out of date, of the
Hey, yeah.
9-year-old girl who was shot with an air rifle in a racially
Jesus
motivated
Christ.
attack. Now, you've definitely probably heard about the Sikh woman who was raped, and as they were assaulting her, they told her, "You don't belong here." But did you
Thank you for the panda hug. Yeah, thank
by
you.
any chance hear about the student in York who was assaulted on campus by 2 guys who said to him, "Hello, refugee," and then they assaulted him because they thought he was a refugee? Did you hear about the 2 different football matches that
This is mental. You know what, Jackie? I'll have a look, because there are some clips today, I think, of them. I'm not too sure. I just haven't watched them.
were cancelled mid-game because of the intense racism directed towards players? Did you hear about the 17-year-old boy who is now 18, jailed in Glasgow for racially attacking a 13-year-old with a knife?
A 13-year-old?
18-year-old girl in...
Honestly, I think it's really fucking scary recently. I really do. And it's probably ignorance on my part. This is probably not something that has just all of a sudden started happening either.
Where was it? In Bedminster? Literally murdered somebody, racially murdered, and she has just been charged. 15-year-old boy was sentenced because he was plotting an attack, which was racially motivated, and he was radicalized into extreme right-wing domestic terrorism. A
Jesus.
15-year-old girl in Scotland who was Muslim was walking back, I think, from the Islamic Centre and was attacked racially on that street, and that was also related to another incident which recently happened on the same street. Another 14-year-old boy was racially attacked in Lancashire, and then on top of that, a 12-year-old and an 18-year-old were charged in Belfast for a
Afternoon Evil Penny.
racially motivated attack on a house. There have been multiple incidents involving mosques, involving taxi drivers. We have, obviously, let's not forget about the incident in Belfast where a group of vigilantes decided to attack a car because I think they thought it was like a Deliveroo driver or something, and they surrounded the car. Now, why am I doing this and why am I making this video? Why am I tracking these cases? Because how many of these cases have you
They're not being put into, the media as much, pushed out there.
heard about? You probably heard about the Sikh woman, probably now heard about the 9-year-old girl who was shot with an air rifle, but all the rest of them, how many of you actually heard about? Because right now, over the last few days, our right-wing media have been completely and utterly focused on a migrant, an asylum seeker who is homeless living in my area where I live, because he broke into a school, and you can imagine how the right-wing media love that.
Yeah, Laura.
He was just going through bins because he was hungry, because he sleeps on the streets, right? And obviously, people should be concerned if anybody's breaking into a school.
100%.
And then when he was released by the police, he was caught the next day trying to open car doors. Okay, this person is committing crimes. The police should take care of this. The system should take care of this. This got real-time live footage from the Daily Express. They had an entire live feed dedicated to it. The second there's a story involving an asylum seeker who's going through bins and opening car doors, they are all over it. In the meantime, every single day, tons of people are being jailed for rape, for child crimes against children, and they're not even making it into mainstream media. Because I track these cases every single day. I've been tracking.
That's absolutely nuts. It's absolutely nuts, and it's really fucking scary as well.
Man has just been arrested after a stabbing at Flamingo Land. Let me explain. If you're from the UK or
Flamingo Land?
specifically anywhere near Yorkshire, you have 100% been to Flamingo
I've been to Flamingo Land
before. It's a very popular theme park, especially with kids. Well, unfortunately, on Thursday, someone got stabbed at Flamingo Land because it has been reported that the incident happened at the Flamingo Land Resort near Pickering, close to its on-site store, just after 1 AM on Thursday. The victim is said to be a man in his 30s. He was taken to hospital and treated for injuries which are not thought to be life-threatening, and police have now arrested a man on suspicion of carrying out this stabbing. A 22-year-old man from Stockton-on-Tees has been arrested in connection with the stabbing, while a 22-year-old woman, a 54-year-old woman, and a 51-year-old man, all from the Teesside area, have been arrested on suspicion of assisting an offender. Now, it's not clear how these
I'm not sure about it.
people actually assisted the person that stabbed this man. It's also not known if these people know the person that stabbed the man, but police have said that all 4 of those people are currently remanded in custody. Inquiries are still on.
It's just a bit weird, isn't it, to have a stabbing in such a family fun area.
Hey, remember when Anthony Kiedis wrote a book called Scar Tissue where he admitted to sleeping with a 14-year-old girl?
And nobody remembers this enough. Remove Red Hot Chili Peppers from your playlist. Throw out their CDs. Hey, Doc.
Hey, remember when Anthony Kiedis wrote a book called Scar Tissue where he admitted to sleeping with a 14-year-old girl? Dragged her across state lines while he was on tour? Then found out that her father was a sheriff in Louisiana and they were searching for her. So being the good guy that
Yes, Betty. I am okay, Tracy, thank you.
Anthony Kiedis is, he had sex with her one more time and wrote a song called Catholic Schoolgirls Rule. Now that is bad. You know what else is? His singing voice. Chili Peppers suck.
It's insane to think that Zach DeBrat, invites you to co-host. Decline. No thanks, Zach. Okay, now, we're not having that again. And again. And then I will turn off invites for the live. Bye, Zach. When the window cleaner comes and you've got his cash, if you've not got his cash. Oh, this is so fucking relatable. Oh, you've got COVID. Drink plenty of water and rest up. Not bad. Not bad.
Yep, so if you could perhaps
Alex speaks to the solicitor that sent him a letter.
have a quick read of it.
Hey, Leanne.
We weren't able to obtain an email
Oh, have they split up? That is a shame. I hope both parties are okay.
address for you, because we don't have it. If you do prefer it to be sent by email, I can get that arranged if you'd like.
Hey.
Is it? Would you want it by email, or are you
Okay, what the thing is, what does all this entail? Like at the end of the day, all this is just bullshit, really. What the letters I've had is saying I've online abused her and all this stuff, harassment. Everything I've ever said about this woman, I've got videos to dock it.
To be fair, they wouldn't have had to. They wouldn't have had to provide. Delusive won't have had to provide any evidence to the solicitors, actually, for a cease and desist. Should have just claimed that these things have happened, unless it was a very well... Like, I served a cease and desist to Frodo, and on there, it had... The one that I sent, well, my solicitor sent, was all time dated and quotes and things like that. This just seems like a bog standard cease and desist where it's just like, can you stop doing this, or we'll go next stage, etc.
To back everything I've set up, so I don't understand where we go with this one.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. So, anything you'd like to say in response to this, which is absolutely fine, if you could perhaps...
He wants it in writing, so he's got it as evidence, man.
Draft that up and put it in writing, and send it back to us. That'd be great.
Draft it up immediately. When this solicitor leaves his office, he talks like fucking this man, you daft cunt.
Great, so, in the letter we have provided our correspondence address, so you could...
As soon as he walks in the office, he has to start with the draft. Get the draft done. So listen, shut up.
Write a letter, get us sent across to us, or you could provide an email address and you could send us something by email if you like.
Don't give any response. Give zero response. They wanting you to help them basically by giving any sort of response.
So either way works for you. Do you want me to...
And also, it's a bit strange that the solicitor... Did Alex ring and the solicitor immediately picked up the phone? Or did he go to a receptionist? Because most solicitors that I know have their own receptionist. Like, there's a receptionist for the company, then there's their own receptionist or their own assistant sort of thing. Or did this just go straight to him? This honestly just sounds like a load of crap. You're Nova, straight to him. Couldn't imagine a lawyer sounding like a roadman though. You never know, Evil Penny. You never know. Getting the badge in.
Send you an email attaching the same letter again. Would that help, perhaps?
It's if it's going to be the same letter, it's irrelevant. It's in two pieces anyway. Like, I ain't going to be honest with you.
Fine.
That's the word I was looking for. Emma, paralegal. Yes.
Like, I'm not gonna have like people try and silence me from online.
Like, if you imagine a solicitor has God only knows how many clients, and all of them want their attention, but for the solicitor to actually do some work, they have to pie those clients off and have somebody who helps deal with them, which is usually like a paralegal or an assistant or whatever else. It's very, very rare that, because they would have answered the phone and said, what are you calling of? Well, I've received this cease and desist. Okay, do you have a permission? Do you have a stance that you want to share with us? If you do, can you... The solicitor's assistant or paralegal will do everything in their power to handle that call themselves, rather than this, which is just bizarre.
Opinions on someone that's an absolute wreck.
Right. Well, so...
It might be Gossip Girl.
Unfortunately, I won't...
That's not Gossip Girl, it's Gossip Queen, thank you.
...be able to say much more on this, but if you could perhaps put those comments down by writing and...
Exactly, Emma.
...send us a formal letter of response, then that'd be great in terms of, coming back to us within the 14-day deadline.
Okay.
Honestly, what a load of fucking...
Hey, what about if I send a picture of my dick as well, because she talks about that enough as well, because at the end of the...
That's what she said.
Well, I've none of that. I mean, I think this is pretty funny.
Day. What do I do with that one?
He just said Christ. The solicitor just broke. He broke his bloody character for saying Christ.
No, not necessarily, Alex.
Who's getting a bit flustered?
So yeah, just a formal letter of response.
Somebody's commented saying, did he tell the man he was recording? Can I just say, Alex is not a business, right? He's not under, was it GDPR or whatever the hell it's called. You can record whoever the fuck you want. You don't have to tell people you're recording them when they're on the phone. I record every phone call I have with the police, for example. You just don't have to.
I think there was a signed undertaking that requested for you to sign as well. So sending those elements back to the address written on the letter within the deadline, then that should be enough, I imagine. Yeah.
Yeah. So if I just respond to you then,
I'd like to see the actual letter.
if obviously, can I contact the email through the actual website as well? Yeah.
Yeah, that should be fine. So if you could just, it should be.
Yeah, I'd like to see the actual letter. I want to know how it's put. I'd fucking love it. Well, the kids don't think so. He does look terrified. It's so funny. Thank you, Evil Penny. Thank you. Make sure you get pinned. Always with the
You enjoy your holiday.
Oh, Christ. Dave has some advice for Zach. I'm sure Zach will be very open to it.
Come on live when you're not intoxicated and spitting fucking little digs out, right? And just be your fucking self.
Christ.
Because you're going to be your biggest downfall, bro. And I ain't your enemy. I am not your enemy. I am not someone that, you know, that has beef with you or anything like that. But when you're coming on and you're just chucking
Why the fuck is Laura the racist there?
little digs out, when go enjoy your holiday, show everybody your animals and stick like that. Because when you're coming on and you're drunk, you're not a person that you'd want to go live with, bro. Because you're chucking abusive fucking things about, and then tomorrow we're going to get the excuses because she was drunk.
Laura's... not Laura, Jesus. Dave's not afraid to say it straight, is he?
And you don't chuck that abuse out when you're sober, bro. And I ain't saying this because every cunt's on your back. I'm not on your back. I'm not on your back. I've got no reason to dislike you.
Hey, Catherine.
Listen, Dave,
I mean, you know, Zach's obviously a fully grown-ass man. If he wants to get fucking pissed up and take whatever he's taking or do whatever, you know, absolutely, you know, you can do whatever the hell you want. But you have to live with the consequences if your actions when you're doing that are fucking vile. And it isn't a good look for him at the minute. But I've said it before, I think he crashes out. I think he crashes out quite a lot. I think he goes on self-destruct mode.
I just want to know what I have done tonight. Can you give it
You're just being like I wish I never come on with you because I don't want to be saying something to you that you're not going to like because you're drunk.
Well, he's requested to battle me twice. I've switched off my requests.
I just thought I'd come and see you.
Jesus.
I just don't want to entertain it. When I spoke to Zach before, obviously the screen recording went around, but there was a couple of times during that screen recording where I go, I don't know what you're saying, because he was slurring that much. He wasn't really making sense. Yeah, Dave seems all right. I've not really watched Dave, but then I've seen a few recordings, and obviously he came across me the other day as well, didn't he? So, hey, Saz.
Christ, God forbid.
No, you can get drunk. I'm just saying. I'm going to be honest. You just make a cunt of yourself.
What? Because I'm having a laugh. Humour's subjective.
That's a very bold hat as well, and he's pulling it off. I don't think I could pull that hat off. Kind of jealous.
You know, sometimes I love you, sometimes I think you cringe my arsehole, and all sometimes.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't mind that. You know, you know when I probably cringe you, Zach?
Try it. Nah.
When I say something you don't like to hear.
Couldn't get my headphones over it.
What do you mean?
Well, you fucking you get... I don't know. Look, I just wish you have a...
Says Dave, he knows what addiction's like. Ah, Charlotte. Ah, thank you, Charlotte. But then, are we assuming that there's an addiction at play? We don't know. Do you know what I mean? We don't know. We're just watching. We can't just watch somebody and go, oh, well, he's been drinking, he's on holiday, he's drank every day, he must be on some sort of stuff. Oh, he said, did he? Well, you know. Thank you, Kitty.
Great holiday, man. Enjoy your night. Just watch what you do.
Should I get the hat for when I'm on holiday? I could see myself walking around the pool with that hat on.
Do it on live stream and just have a good time. Because it's nice watching you when you're out with the animals and all that, and it's nice to see you with your friends. And
I like the elephant sanctuary.
to see good clips, that's what your holiday should be about.
Hey, Emmy.
I just come to...
I'm going to be flying with pterodactyls, so I can't wait to...
The foxy pterodactyls.
He's going to be flying with pterodactyls. I mean, they're extinct, buddy, but, you know.
That's not a dinosaur.
Maybe have enough to drink and you'll see him.
No, it's a big bird.
Well, yeah, listen, it's a holiday, yeah? Yeah?
Did he say he's there for like 3 weeks? It's going to be 3 weeks of this.
Ah, I gotta go. You're rage baiting me, bro.
What do you mean, man? Oh my god, I'm just sat here.
Get to fuck, I'm going to say something. There's too many screen recorders. I'm
Oh, here he comes. Dave's on a rant.
so sorry, guys.
You were told 4 weeks. Put the hat back on. Put the hat back on, Dave. Your head is nothing now without the hat.
I was getting angry.
I'm upset he took the hat off.
I don't want to get angry with someone because they're drunk or anything like that. So you look a bit of a bully, you know. But he had a couple of little digs and I didn't like it. I'm so sorry,
Zach said himself he's there for 4 weeks. So, right.
guys. You can leave now.
Oh yeah, Miss Red came. Why did Miss Red come on live last night? I messaged Red last night and I gave her a bit of trolling, and I think it was too soon. She didn't reply. She didn't reply to my message. What did I say to her again before I read it out? I'm not going to read what her response is because it's between her. I messaged her last night. I didn't know what was going on, but I said, I hope you're good. Not sure what's going on, but give it no thought. Give it no thought. DA is a bitter woman who only cares about herself. Hold head high and have a great Saturday night. And then Red responded, like I said, I'm not going to say what it is. And then I replied saying, I'm leaking this message immediately. Is it too soon for these jokes? Maybe it is. Maybe it is too soon. Maybe it is.
E.G., I choose you. No, I don't. No, I do not. I choose EQ. Yes.
That's sorry.
Yeah, to be fair, she came offline then.
I like daddies. I like
Oh no.
men with money who are wealthy and know how to look after a woman, and that
I am broke. I am absolutely broke. Broke.
is how it goes.
Zero money.
I like a man that knows how to talk to a woman. I like a man that knows how to give
Well, to be fair, I don't know how to do that either, so... I don't know how to talk full stop, so...
chill vibes. I like good vibes, that's how it goes. Okay, honestly, that's what I'm like.
I thought the nose was a filter.
The edges I like, it's like...
I genuinely thought the nose was a filter. I thought people were putting cruel filters on her. Bless her. Bless her. Am I alright? I don't think I'm alright.
I say like 24 to 30.
I don't think I'm okay.
30 is like my maximum. 35.
Can we block Leo immediately? Actually, 1 second. Let's have a look at his profile first. This guy here, who wants to make 50 quid, message me. Leo, you are very strange. Is it for wax for your hair? Very strange. I know, just 50s now. Am I drunk? I didn't think I was.
I'm fucking drunk, but that's it. But like, I like a man with money. That is a fact. Like,
I'm broke.
I'm really attracted to that. So if you are a man with money, let me know. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Just hanging out with Marcus Ems's family. We're just doing a
Meet and agree. Say hello to the dads. Oh no, that's the
Where did this shade come from?
mum, sorry. Where's the dad, sweetheart? Anyway, it was a pleasure, sweetheart.
He brings nothing to the table. A witch's hat and a terrible voice. Two gimps together. Love Miss Red on tour, right?
Get a good feeling, yeah. I got a feeling that I've never, ever, ever, ever known before. No, no. I just wanna tell you right now that I believe DJ.
I love that she's just got everyone on mute and she's just singing away to herself.
Lola, you got makeup on. I really do believe that something's got a hold on me. Oh, oh, it must be
This is funny, man.
love. Thank you, everybody. I love you all.
Reported to the council.
Reporter to the council.
Oh, this is a criminal.
John Shields phones the Popo on Billionaire Gifter. Oh my God.
Benzo, this is defamation of character.
Right, John.
This person, no, wait.
Defamation of character, first of all, isn't a crime.
Let me speak, please. This person.
I don't think I'd ever be on Billionaire Gifter's side.
Is it? Let me speak. Can you let me speak? Can you let me speak, please?
Right, I'm letting you speak. I'm asking you a question.
This person is alluding to me being arrested and charged with offences that I have not ever been arrested for. I haven't ever been charged for.
You've been arrested for it?
Yeah, they are both wrong-uns.
Again, but you don't know who that is personally, so that's how I'm saying. In the meantime, whilst you're
So, can somebody get me his full name?
Let me speak so that we can get something organised for you. So, in the meantime, whilst our reports go on, you will need to go on and report them so that if it's TikTok, if it's Facebook, that platform can take those videos down, especially if it's...
It's basically the police are telling you they're not going to do anything.
If it's accusing you of certain things that is damaging, they should be able to take that down.
This man is currently making expletive hand gestures towards your phone.
Expletive hand gestures. We'll have all the expletive hand gestures. What the fuck?
Right, are you... What do you mean just now?
This is Benjamin Bradish.
Benjamin? Full names are?
Benjamin Bradish.
Benjamin?
Who has an extensive criminal record already.
God.
Right, are you receiving threats or anything, John, in relation to this post?
This man has made false claims. This man has claimed to the public in front of 500 people that I have been arrested and charged with offences that I never have been.
Help? What do I have to help you with? Hello. Oh, alright, okay, that was like...
This is harmful.
I sent you that video, Luke, by the way.
Misinformation. This is defamation of character. And this fat, benefit abusing, animal abusing piece of...
Of course he was arrested. I mean, they're both wrong-uns.
Expletive should be prosecuted.
Right, John, if we can just... We're going to get a report on for you, but if you can just stop making comments like that. It's just this is a recorded line, okay? I totally get that you're frustrated, but...
I'm sorry, it's hard not to. It's the truth about him.
I know. Just try not... Just because these calls are recorded, okay? So we don't want you getting any bother for making inappropriate comments or anything like that.
No worries.
We'll get something on for you, okay?
Thank you.
So, let me see. So you said, was it Benjamin Bradis? B-R-A-D-I-S?
Yeah, Bradish.
ISH. And this is a username on social media, is it TikTok?
He calls himself a billionaire gifter on social media. For whatever reason.
Right.
What a bunch of clam. Oh, they fucking got him. I mean, that's an eventful day on the bus.
Round, round, fuck around, I fuck around. Yeah. thank God for the peace.
Banter battle, then Delulu Angie can't help herself by being affected. Then she starts mentioning people's loved ones. To be fair, it's normally kids. Yeah, it's true.
Enjoyed every minute of it.
Yeah, you would buying a house, we haven't. We've had a terrible time.
Terrible fucking time.
I am. I've got to turn off my electric. I'm 12. Are you all laughing? I'm fucking serious. The electric goes off at 12.
Were you all watching this?
Worst 4 years of my life.
Is she still that mirror?
Mark. Yeah.
What are you putting AI on this?
I mean, to be quite honest with you, Angie came in, Zach was in the box, and she said, "Sorry," she said, "You've been called a scammer, haven't you, love?"
But is she going to hold Zach accountable for coming in the box with Miss Red?
Called me a scammer.
Probably not.
When I
Thank
saw
you,
the
Emac, my love. Sorry, I wasn't looking.
Thank you, everyone.
22 roses across the boxes. Let's go.
Did you miss it all? Did you?
That's all about me.
Oh my God, no! They're showing a photo.
So did Red come online because somebody was talking shit about it, or did she just fancy it and came on?
Photo of Simon.
AI.
No way, it's hot.
He has got the sideburns, and I can't remember.
Just jealous she can't get him out.
No, that's it.
The one that sits with the
Just thinks Miss Red, she's never going to get a fella the rest of her life.
Someone's just come to fix the kitchen.
Angie, it's the first time I've ever seen him. I nearly dropped down dead in the kitchen.
But he looks like Onslow. That's Onslow.
But this is the thing, nobody wants to be in a relationship with Delusive Angie, even a friendship. So it's just being bitter, she's just attacking somebody who's happy, basically.
Are you sure he's not handyman or something?
That's not an AI.
Yeah, jealousy. Do you guys agree with one and only in the chat? Is it jealousy with Delusive Angie?
That was him.
All these women in the boxes that ain't got no hands.
Single. Yeah, I was about to say they're all single.
Know what I mean?
I've never seen a man. Apart
Never
from corn up.
Thank you, everyone.
It's just effing bullying.
Turn the fan around
Who says so? You didn't have to do the caps lock.
towards me. He was taking the.
He's not on TikTok. He was just standing in his kitchen. His missus is on TikTok. What's he got to do with it?
He hasn't got this. I'm not an all painting, don't get me wrong, but I always thought he had waited.
She's jealous of anyone that has kids in a loving relationship. Because Delusive Angie, I mean, let's face it, she's probably got more money than me, but she lives a miserable life. She has no loved ones around her. She spends her whole time on here arguing with people.
Right, guys, can we try a...
Cecil, you're definitely not little.
Been
around for ages, or have you just had this account? Pin Cecil's account. Give her a follow, guys.
Can we try and win one?
From bloody Wolf Creek. You remember what?
It does go to show money doesn't make you happy.
It's like,
Tell her to take a photo off.
Look, I'm going to show you. Yes, he does.
I have to see it. How she goes and says, "Look what this person looks like. Look what Simon looks like."
He's gaslighting Miss Red then.
Like a fucking thumb in a Magnolia room at 50.
She's just trying to gaslight.
He's not wrong.
Miss Red to react.
No, she is dancing with it.
Yes, he looks like him.
Thank you for the heart moves, guys.
No.
He wants the reaction.
Yeah.
Thanks, Cockapoo.
He's on the lowest score again.
Cockapoo made me send her gifts last night for an application to join the clique.
Oh.
Since other anti-TikTokers saying I'm in it, I might as well.
Thank you, everyone.
Angie, please Google Onslow.
How can Sienna talk about Onslow? She's twice the size of fucking Onslow.
That's how the contract gets signed. That's how the clique recruit you. You send them a couple of gifts, and then Cockapoo comes in and drops a hand heart, which lets you know that you're in. Nice.
Bearing in mind, none of them have seen a
Cobra Call, 1:30.
dick in your ass.
That's right.
It's 1:30 now. Fuck. I said I wasn't going to be on while the clout was doing her thing.
Miss Red.
Got over.
It's terrible.
This guy's good looking, I'm not going to lie. I think he looks quite hot.
I know she's saying he's hot.
Angie, he looks like some character out of Star Trek, love.
No!
I think she just...
What's wrong with the people from Star Trek? Live long and prosper, motherfuckers.
This wants an argument with you, Don, I'll be honest.
She does. She wants Miss Red to crack out.
I ain't though, because they
you so
can't
much, Hannah.
touch my husband.
EQ's right there, delusive his product to try and get a reaction.
They cannot get a dick in the life. They
Careful.
in years.
Careful.
This is
TikTok language, Miss Red.
You know who that is? Wolf Creek. This is Miss Red's hubby.
Oh my god, yeah.
Identical!
Where's your hubby? You're a brother, man.
Jesus.
Let the bodies hit the floor.
I fucking love these videos. The fucking cleaner wasn't safe. That's amazing. Oh, you son of a bitch.
So this is quite yellow here. Now put it onto a tissue. There you go. So like there you go.
I don't think reactions are for me. No, this is rough.
Ladies, it's your girl, Tamara, and welcome to my self-defence class. Now,
Go on then, tomorrow.
let me tell you, if you're ever in a dangerous situation and you can run away, run away. But if you can't, I'm going to show you a few
I've said it many times, Jack. People should not be eating while watching my reactions. It's
tips of what you can do to beat that fella. Because let's be right, it's going to be a fella who attacks you. So, let me show you. If he's running up to you, which he will be, the first thing you want to do is boom, kick him in the balls. And then he's probably going to grab you. So he'll have hold of you. So knee him in the balls. Take that on his balls. And then he'll be on the floor. And you want to kick him in the balls. And you want to think about every man who's ever pissed you off. Because that's what you're going to do next. You're going to kick him in the balls. Kick him in the balls. Stamp those balls. And show him, girls, who's boss.
spot on. Spot on. I love that. That's fucking brilliant. Why does it slap? What slaps?
Yo, I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. Don't tell me what you want, what you really, really want. I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. Don't tell me what you want, what you really, really want. I wanna. You're my everything and need you better. Rock your body now, everybody. Yeah, rock your body. Yeah, everybody. Rock your body right. Backstreet's back, alright.
Jenny. I fucking love that. That was actually really good. Ugh. What else? I want to show you something I've was tagged in. So yeah, first of all, right, I didn't know about this. We'll get the anti-TikTokers shit out the way.
Who's the bearded Welshman?
Oh, that's Ryan White.
What? No,
This is so weird.
he's not that guy that makes those weird videos, is he?
Yeah, White.
What, the one that made the horrible video about me and started talking about what my daughter's credit score was? Like,
Yeah,
why?
that one.
Well, the bearded Welshman.
Is that him, Alex?
Yeah, that's him.
Like, why would you even know what my kid's credit score is, you fucking nonce? Like, why would you be looking at what my daughter's credit score was
That's a bit harsh.
anyway?
Hey, I can't believe you said that about him. It wasn't even him.
Oh, so...
She's making a mistake on the name, but she'll correct herself. She's talking about the anti-TikToker here.
Sorry, but you just told me it was!
Well, you know, well, I'm lying and all, you know what it's like.
Oh, sorry, bearded Welshman. What is that guy called that makes the videos about the creators? He's never got a top on, he's got long scraggly hair.
Yeah, about anti-TikToker.
Yeah!
Like, why the fuck? What? Why?
So why do you think it's the do you think it's the... Sorry, bearded Welshman. Sorry,
Ryan,
boy.
I was going to say, bro, it's definitely not you.
No, you know that guy that...
I can call them a nonsense ridiculous over that, but it's like weird. Why the fuck would you?
And TikToker, someone was talking about my little girl getting a car, her first car, she's 18, and he was like, well, I've checked her credit score and she can't get one. I'm like, why the fuck are you checking my daughter's credit score, you cunt? And actually, I got her a new car.
Naughty language.
So what are you on about? Like, why would you check a kid's credit score?
That is absolutely bizarre. That is absolutely bizarre. This is what happens, you see. As soon as I start speaking about somebody, people start tagging me and shit, sending me stuff. This I found very problematic.
And for another hotly debated topic that people have kit gloves on talking about, I particularly don't.
I wonder what topic he's going to talk about. He's such a well-educated man.
Is racism. Now, what talk of racism are we talking about here? Are we talking about racism that's ancestry in the past? Or are you talking about the modern day slaverism in Africa?
This is the anti-TikToker.
Egypt.
After watching this video, I understand one of the reasons why I jumped to the defence of the other bigot.
Sudan. Racism, as I see it in this country, has been used that much, I find it a farce.
Racism has been used so much you find it a farce. I think what he's talking about is people saying that they've been racially abused or whatever else. It's a farce. It's a farce. That's weird.
Everyone tries to colour someone a colour and then tries to deem it racist because of
this guy thinks he's the smartest guy in every room. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
That colour. I'm not on board with that. I've never been on board with that. I don't know many people that would be on board with that.
I also notice he uses a lot of words, but it doesn't actually add up to much sense.
And to call everything racist actually takes away and it demeans the people that have actually grown up in racism, apartheid, etc., etc. There's a meaning to the word to seize. So these meanings and definitions have really, I feel, gone out the window in this past 8 years.
I'm extremely confused, Gossip Queen. Like, what is he even getting at? He seems to be complaining that people call things racist. I really, like, the people are called out racism or something. It doesn't really make fucking sense. His waffle don't make sense.
Political correctness gone absolutely backwards. So let me know what you think. Is racism just being used for a tool? Or is it actually out there?
He wants to know if racism actually is happening, guys. If you could just let the anti-TikToker know if racism is actually happening or whether it's just a farce. If somebody could just let him know, because he's very confused. Like, are you serious? Are you fucking serious? Honestly, this is ridiculous. He obviously agreed with the woman's opinion that I commented on the other day. So you start seeing patterns, don't you? You start seeing patterns. Honestly, he just asked if racism is real. I can't fucking believe that. However, we do like to leak messages. I know he doesn't like that I leak messages, but obviously this guy messaged me last night. Had a little bit of message exchange, so let's go through those messages. We do love a message thing. It seems like you have a huge issue with me leaking messages. Surely you knew this was going to happen. So, let's go through. Let's get it all in the right spot. So, he messaged me last night. The amount of hoops you have to jump through to make your point is hilarious and frankly incorrect. This is me calling them out. It's all because you couldn't take accountability. So obviously I reacted to his video. I talked about everything he said in the video and I've addressed that directly. I've then seen a video where he's being transphobic. I've now seen this video where he's bigoted and asking people if racism is fucking real. So I'm talking about those things now. So now he's trying to say that I'm not facing the original thing. We've been there, we've done that, moved on, seen this shit. Anyway, let's keep going. You said the amount, so I said, can you just explain one of these hoops? Can you just explain what, so you're saying I've had to go through so many hoops to make a point. Explain one, please. Said explain just one hoop. He said, you twist words as seen in the TikTok with your implication it's nothing. I've explained myself once, I refer to that. I said, can you specifically quote or give an example of this? I work on receipts. He said, to think you used to smash outing the wrong-uns. I said, and to think you never have. You have been a hypocrite. You have been transphobic. He then tells me to grow up. I then say, and a bully. He said, you can chuck all your politics at me, but it doesn't stick. I said, and I put in quotations, infiltrated somebody's Discord you disliked. Wild. You struggle to give one example. I will wait for the hoops example. He then says, struggle, what are you talking about? This is easy. You ain't got a point. That's backed up by facts. Just your assumptions I have. Doesn't even fucking make sense. I don't know whether he was on the source. I went, I guess right now, the fact you are struggling to read. Still waiting for the example. It's not hard. Just quote it. He said, you effed up, bud. You should own up. I said, give an example, not a deflection. He said, instead of this deflection, sad, but we see the real you now. I said, I'm still waiting. Said, I'm still waiting. He says, on what? And fuck me. It's not difficult, is it? He said I was jumping through a load of hoops. That was his original first message to me. I replied and said, give me an example, and then there's all of this. I said, so you can't. He said, I've said what I've said. I think the numbers back what I've said. The fuck numbers? Oh my God, is he talking about? Oh my God, that sentence didn't make sense to me. He's talking about like likes and views and shit, isn't he? Oh, pal. I thought you were anti-TikTok. Never mind. Why do you struggle to give an example? I don't. I've said the perfect example. I left out the period comment that was highly inappropriate, that you triggered a load of people, just dismiss them through the fuck is he talking about? I did one video calling you out. You did 4 and a live over a disagreement. See what I'm saying? Like, it's just unbelievable. Just give me a fucking example. I said, you are going to have to be more specific. We can talk about the people in the trans community and the Sen community that you have triggered. Transphobic views, obviously, but also the use of autism as an excuse for vile behaviour and comments. Can people not, that was meant to say, can people not agree with you? Can people not have an issue with you? Does everybody have to agree with what the anti-TikToker is saying? He said, it's only you that's saying I've addressed... So it's only me, apparently, that is saying what he said in the video, the transphobic video, is transphobic. It's only me saying that. Is he fucking alright? Have you guys seen the transphobic video from the anti-TikToker? Did you guys think it was transphobic? You don't have to say in the chat if you don't. I don't want to put pressure on people. But apparently it was only fucking me. Do you know what I mean? I said, so then I said, so you agree that your views were transphobic and that you've changed how you think around the issue. So I'm asking him, because in his response about me calling out the transphobia video, he sort of alluded that he's, you know, that was then, this is now, blah, blah, that sort of language he used, sort of suggesting that he'd actually moved on from that point. This was my 3rd video posted, etc., etc. So I thought, all right, okay, well, maybe he's like grown as a person and learned shit. So I asked him that. He said, I offer space in my chat to agree and disagree. All comment welcome. It's got fucking now to do. Still waiting for the example. I said, so you don't think what you said was transphobic? And he says, my views were at a bathroom debate. You twisted it, and to make your point doesn't wash with me, bud. It's his own words. I'm not twisting anything. I said, it's a bathroom debate around trans people, and your views were transphobic. I actually thought you would grew. Wow. He said, your comment are increte. I don't know what the fuck he's on about. Your assumptions aren't the facts of the matter. I said, your comments were transphobic. And then I've quoted him as he started his video saying, the confused trans community. That, can you not see how that comment alone undermines people who are trans? He said, you speak politics a lot. It bleeds into everything you think. It's sad. Fact, I don't think we're going to get past your warped assumptions. I like productive conversation. This ain't it. It's not going your way. The conversation is not going your way. That's what you're not liking here. I said, can you not answer the question? And then I've quoted the question that I said, can his comment about the confused trans community, does he not understand how that, thank you for the follow, how that could be, you know, transphobic? He then said, why are you, thank you, why are you hung up on one comment that was made 2 years ago? And I said, I'm just asking if you can understand how that comment would undermine people within the trans community. If you have grown from the time of the comment, talk about it. He then says, context matters, and you're trying and failing to assumed trans hate. It's really sad. I said, how many times do I have to ask the same question? Just answer it, sad man. I hope you would have said, yeah, I get it, and I've learned. Instead, you're doubling down. Like, just ridiculous. Just simple question. I've asked 2 very simple questions. I've asked him to explain the hoops that I'm jumping through, which he fucking hasn't. Completely ignored. And then I'm asking him, does he not understand how that statement, as I'm not going to talk about the full video, we'll just ask one question. Can you see how that statement could be seen as transphobic? He said, your premise of the question is flawed. I don't answer assumptions. I said, tell me how it's flawed, or deflect. You're good at that. He then put a laughing emoji. We're down to laughing emojis now, because he's top tier. I said, so are you going to explain how it's flawed? Deflect. That's rickshaw coming from you at the moment. I said, this is deflection. And then I've quoted what he's just said, and I've said, this is deflection. This is literally deflection from my question. The man is absolutely fucking taft. He said, that's what I'm accusing you of this time, and finally you get it. I said, are you going to answer the question? I thought you were incapable. I says, whenever you'd like to answer, I will reply to a message that explains the flaw in the question. Thank you for the potato, Julie, thank you. So then I just left him on unread because he was just fucking rambling on, and then he stopped, obviously. He said, to assume I'm transphobic to begin with is wrong, flawed from the start. Do I need to break it down in layman's way for you? You assume a lot, G facts. The wife's got PCOS. I get women can have hair. What the fuck comments that? You need to grow up, bud. I asked, could you not see how the phrase, the confused trans community could be seen as transphobic. I asked for you to explain what hoops I've had to jump through. You couldn't answer any of the questions. You just fucking rambled on. And then we find this video, which I'll play again for people who've just joined.
And for another hotly debated topic that people have kit gloves on talking about, I particularly don't, is racism. Now, what talk of racism are we talking about here? Are we talking about racism that's ancestry in the past?
I don't think it is rage baiting with him. I just think he thinks he's extremely clever. And he gets any sort of confrontation or questioning of his logic, or asking him to actually, instead of waffle, let's talk about one bit of your waffle and let's talk about that directly. When you pull him up on something particular and ask him to explain it, he would rather go back to what he does all the time, which is just waffle shit.
Or you're talking about
Definitely can't.
The modern day slaverism in Africa, Egypt, Sudan.
And it's interesting, isn't it? Because the lady that I made a video about was sharing ignorant views around immigration, and he jumped to her defence, and it's kind of like making sense, you know? You have these closeted bigots who sometimes let themselves slip.
Racism, as I see it in this country,
This white man is going to define racism for us all, thank God.
has been
Thank you, Laura.
used that much. I find it a farce. Everyone tries to colour.
He finds racism a farce. This is mental. This is actually mental.
Someone a colour and then tries to deem it racist because of that colour. I'm not on board with that. I've never been on board with that. I don't know many people that...
Yeehaw, bitch. Thank you, Steph. At the end of the video, he asks you to give an opinion. Yeehaw, thank you, Charlotte. If racism exists, the man is tapped.
would be on board with that.
Oh, and also the hashtags on this video were quite telling. 1 second. Because he uploaded this video. It was on his profile. Somebody sent me it. And the hashtags on the video were hashtag racism, hashtag debate, hashtag anti-government, hashtag white privilege. Those were the hashtags on this video. I mean, the video didn't get a lot of likes, which, you know, I mean, fuck it, I'm not surprised.
And to call everything racist actually takes away.
Oh, let's have a look at the comments as well. So in the comments of the video, it said, of course the old white guy doesn't believe in racism or political correctness. He said, old, charming. So once again, deflection. The guy said, oh, well, you know, and he hasn't said, I'm not a racist, or I'm not a... No, old, charming. If you think I look older than you need to get an eye test, those greys. And then he starts talking about his grey hair, rather than actually address the fact that he's just been called that. Thank you, Miss Red. Then whatever else have we got? Then somebody in this video said there wasn't a single coherent, comprehensible point in any of that. And I've got to fucking agree. And then he said, what do you think about the Islamists running the slave trade at greater rate than the transatlantic slave trade ever did? If your bias wasn't in the way you see through your nonsense you speak. And you can see that's definitely his account because we were following each other. So you see the screenshots says the anti-TikToker and then friends. They said, what are you talking about? Give details or a link. Explain your point and I might listen. Somebody also said, I haven't established any position yet. So you don't know where I stand except to say you're failing to say anything clearly. So he wouldn't even get into conversations with people around the video that he's making and then making claims out of nowhere.
And it demeans the people that have actually grown up in racism, apartheid, etc., etc. There's a meaning to the word to seize.
He got people to go to swearing chefs and video it, then doxer. Well, see, I spoke about EQ's video, AI video that she made, and I said it was fucking disgusting, and I talked about how AI videos were getting out of hand and blah, blah, blah. Did this man. So this man came to the defence of somebody who was making moronic and bigoted points around immigration. This man has posted videos about which, in my opinion, are transphobic views. And then he's got a video here where he's talking like this and asking if racism is actually real or is it just some farce.
So these meanings and definitions have really, I feel, gone.
I'm going to zip it here. Listen to his words only.
Out the window in this past 8 years of political correctness, gone absolutely backwards. So let me know what you think. Is racism just being used for a tool, or is it actually out there? Let me know in the comments.
Could everyone let the anti-TikToker know if racism is actually out there? He's not sure. So if you could just let him know, because he's not very sure. He's not sure. Honestly, this isn't a deep dive, mate. This is just a jump in a puddle. This is just ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. So there you go. So you've had the messages. You've had the messages that we've exchanged. You've seen that I tried to pull him up to actually define anything he was fucking saying. He couldn't do it. He ran it round the houses. He talked about his numbers and everything like that, even though he's anti-TikToker. He's a biased man, and he has a lot of hateful views, in my opinion. And he's hiding in spaces that he has sort of anti-views on. He's extremely biased. Extremely biased. So we thought, for example, he wasn't calling EQ out for some of the things she said, racial comments and stuff like that, because he was just up her backside. But then you watch a video like that, and then you start to think, oh, do their views align? Or does, what was being put out, is he bothered by that sort of stuff? It just makes you think. It really makes you think. So yeah, and I know a lot of you guys have been tagging me and stuff about him, or have stories, or have had messages sent to you by this man. Get in touch with me. My Instagram is TheFactFreak. If you want to highlight anything, show me anything, I will show it. I will show it. So, so I have no problem showing it at all. I've emailed you facts. Yeah, I've got which email? The TheFactFreak one. I will, like I say, I will show anything, really, if needed. I think it's very strange. He's very strange. Well, yeah, so there you go. I was going to come off, but I might just keep going with the reactions. Oh yeah, there's some more stuff on the anti-TikToker. Bloody hell. TheFactFreak addresses lies by the anti-TikToker. I'll put this on if you guys haven't seen it, and then I'm going to shoot. Because I'm done for today. I'm going to go and relax for the rest of the day, and I want to go and watch Clout FYP's live. On nonsensical hate, and then a little prayer sign. Oh, and I forgive you for being a gaslighting twat. Yeah, he messaged me to say he gave me forgiveness. I forgive you. The most patronising shit. Is that on the screenshots? One sec. It must be on the screenshots. Because we know we like to back shit up. Can you hear my son playing guitar downstairs? Oh, there you go. You've got hurt by what I've said. Chucked your toys out of the pram, and I still forgive you for your nonsensical hate. Can we get some prayer emojis in the chat, please, guys? Can we get some prayer emojis in the chat? Okay, now. Fucking absolute bellend. So yeah, so obviously I'm proving that he did send that message that I mentioned here. Where the fuck did that gift come from? Thank you, Steph. It's a class gift. I forgive you for being a gaslighting twat. I forgive you for having transphobic views. I forgive you for talking shite for, what, like 10, 15 minutes, however many all the videos are together. Honestly, thank God I've got your forgiveness.
Science, right? Keep it to science.
Is that not the most patronising message? Is that not the most patronising message ever? He really thinks he is somebody, innit? You have said shit that is transphobic, and all I had to do was search your name in the search bar on TikTok, and the video came up. So we're now talking about that, because you want to talk about problematic behaviour that you say I showed, blah blah blah. Well, let's not forget, I addressed everything that he said previously to this. We then moved on to the things I've seen about him, and he keeps saying I'm deflecting, but I've already addressed it. You guys, thank you, Magpie. Because I'm deflecting, but I've already addressed it. I've just moved the conversation on. Talk about yours now. Thank you, Joe. Now that I've addressed what you said, let's talk about yours.
School, learn science, let's keep it to that.
Oh, Mousy, honestly.
But instead, he's clipped it very inappropriately.
You guys have seen, it's not being clipped. Honestly, it's ridiculous. I'm not going to watch myself, like, but I've got in the repost. He uses language that is like emotive language that is meant to inflame. He's clipped things perversely. I wasn't flashing my nutsack. What you're talking about? And there was nothing. You know what I mean? It's that kind of language to make people go, "Oh my God, really?" Because half of the people who watch a video on the FYP don't then track back and find out what that person's talking about. So he's the equivalent of a walking Daily Mail headline. He uses shocking emotive language and people go, oh, no way. But he doesn't show any receipts on anything. Do you know? He doesn't show any receipts on anything. It's a very old tactic, and it's good for gaslighting, though. There is no safe space on TikTok. I'm sick of that shit as well. You're saying my room's not a safe space. Nobody's room's a safe space, for fuck's sake. It shouldn't be treated like that. Really gets on my tits. But yeah, he is manipulating an audience to suit his narrative. He's got a woman in his comment section, right, who says that I bully women. The same woman commented on one of my videos where I was... I'll show you, actually. I'll fucking show you. So I did a video where I was reacting to a paedophile sting, and she put in the comments, "Aren't you a PDF?" So I replied to her comment because I had a look at her profile. I'll show you so you can see it. I had a look at her profile, and then she's on his post saying that I bully women. This is what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Like, so, but you see, I actually have receipts when I talk anti-TikTok. I know you don't, but let's see if we can find it. Which one is it? Response videos, replying to this. She's also a moderator for, thank you, Infinite. She's also a moderator for, this is it. Here we go. Oh, no, it's not.
Oh, I'm...
There we go. There's the comment. There's the comment by the woman. Ain't you a PDF, though? So this is me bullying this woman. But the anti-TikToker is liking comments, saying that people should have known that I was a red flag because I have a septum piercing and stuff like that. This man says he's inclusive and stuff like that, but he's... Thank you, Jojo. Thank you so much. But he's busy liking comments about people's appearance and the way people choose to dress or have piercings and everything like that. I'll see if I've got that receipt as well. Because I don't like talking about things unless I can go, boom, here's the receipt. My son's on my base. There you go. There you go. The septum piercing should have been a warning. And there you can see he's liked it there. You can see that's the thing where the creator likes the comment. I mean, like, honestly. So anyway, this was my response to this woman who said this was me bullying her. Another one who posts comments like this, yet makes all the videos about mental health matters. But anyway, you've piqued my interest, so let's go through your profile. Yeah, man, Infinite. Me and Infinite have actually hung out together. Thank you, Laura. Thank you. I'd imagine this is going to be entertaining.
Sometimes I look at people and wonder, how did they fit all that stupid into one head?
That's God, Merlin, that was brutal, wasn't it? Merlin, today I'm going to teach you about irony. Also, you've made like 20 plus videos, I don't know, I stopped counting, about your ex that you are definitely not jealous of, definitely don't want back, and they're a narcissist. You've diagnosed them. I'll let you flip yourself off and let you think, what would it be like if somebody said these things about you? You know, all these haters you talk. How is this bullying? Talking about. Maybe they have a point. Also, this post made me laugh. I mean, you are mocking somebody, obviously, in the way they look, their appearance. And also saying you have natural hair. Where? Oh, it's... Yeehaw! Thank you so much. Ellie for the world, thank you so much. That's not bullying. But of course, we won't fact check things like that if it suits a narrative. And also, can I just say, the majority of offenders that I cover are men and males. I even started making a playlist on the TheFactFreak 4 called He Only Stands Up to Women, which is clip after clip of me arguing with men on the internet, calling out sex offenders to their face, going at people. Did everyone see me in the box with Irish and everything like that? People have very short memories when they want to suit a particular narrative. The majority of offenders aren't male. You know what I mean? Literally. But yeah. And also I do believe in, like, you get the same attitude back. So if somebody gives you... It's this whole, like, you can't speak to a woman like shit if she's spoken to you like shit. I don't believe that women are a weaker sex. I've moved out of the 1950s. Obviously, I think there's a limit of how you should speak to anyone, full stop. Anybody. Do you know what I mean? And I find it extremely patronising when people go, you can't speak to a lady like that. What the fuck are you talking about? What are you talking about? But yeah, so that's that. And yes, anti-TikToker, I will keep speaking about you when people tag me and show stuff. It's simple, just like I do with anybody else. So yes, if you guys have been messaged by the anti-TikToker, I know there's a lot of people who've claimed that he's trying to shut them down, messaged them, sent weird messages, done whatever. Haley comments saying that he's looked up her daughter's credit rating and all this sort of shit. Wild shit like that. Anything like that you want to share, feel free. And that's not just to do with him. Anybody else as well. Right, I'm off. Thank you so much for hanging out with us today. I hope you have a nice lazy Sunday like I'm going to be. I'm definitely going to be. Thank you anyone who sent any gifts. Thank you for our new followers. Thank you for people who are tapping, commenting, everything like that. You guys are friggin' awesome. I will be back tomorrow night, 6 o'clock, to do some reactions. And yeah, I'm going to go over to Clout FYP. I think she was doing a live with people who've been moderators for people and stuff. Yes, I did, Emma. Yes, I did. Of course I did. I work for I volunteer at an animal rescue and I deal with wild animals. That's why they messaged me about the pigeon. It's a very random question. Right. Bye, guys. Bye. Peace.